I am going to get it when I talk about this. So the question is, does money matter? Again, I'm going to say it again. Does money matter in a relationship? And I'm going to say yes and no. Okay? So the simple answer is, I guess if I have to say simply, it's no. But then there's a caveat to it. So that's why I said yes and no. So hear me out. I promise I'm going to try to make this 5 minutes if I can. Okay. Does money matter in a relationship? Let me start with the no. And then I'll back it up with the yes. So money itself, so making lots of money does not matter. So women love men who have means, yes, because they find a man with means pretty much resourceful. That's why I said power is something women like, because power, money, usually money gets power, and power makes you resourceful, which means you're able to network. You're able to get what you need when you need it. When she wants it, it's available, right? That's why sometimes they like the men who have fast money, because they like the thrill of being able to want it and have it and it's there, right? So, and they love men who are resourceful. When they snap their fingers, stuff gets done. And usually men who have that level of swag and confidence usually have money or power, which means they're resourceful. They know who to reach out to, what to get, when to get it, how to get it. They getting it fast, they grinding and all of that. Okay, so money itself doesn't matter. The management of money matters. For some women, it is strictly money, but we're talking about people who generally want relationships. So money does not matter if it's stable. And what I mean by that is because people go through different stages in life, right? So if you've probably made $30,000, but on your level of $30,000, you were able to get all the stuff that you wanted and needed because of proper money management. You know, when you made $50,000, you were able to get more, but it was still proper money management. And then you made 70, and you make 100, and I understand everyone's not going to make over 100,000, but as you, at least for me, as I've made more money, as my husband made more money, as we together made more money, we were able to get more. But the management of money matters, because people can have a lot of money and blow all of their money. And then they have to find a way to grind to get it all over again. And to be honest, that's mismanagement. Some people like to do it, but I do believe it's mismanagement of money. You can have 20,000, make 20,000, 30,000 a year. But if you budget and manage right, correctly, it won't hurt as much. So if you're someone who's making 20,000, but you're living above your means, of course, it's horrible. It's going to feel unstable. So if you are, got a house that's paid, or an apartment that you were able to get less, like if your job is stable, you have money coming in, you properly limited your bills, you live like a minimalist, things may not seem like you may not have as much. You may not deal with in credit. You may deal with cash. So if you don't have it, you don't get it. And you may not be able to get all the things you want, but you're stable. And the things you do have, that is okay. Because I remember when my husband and I were making a lot less money, it was a struggle to get some of the things we wanted. We could barely get the things we wanted, but we had the basics of what we need. And it wasn't what people like to call a struggle. You're struggling all the time, struggling to get the things that you do need, right? But with that being said, not to say that you'll never struggle for anything, but he always made sure the light stayed on. He made sure the rent was paid. He made sure we had food in the refrigerator. We just had to properly budget based on what we need. We couldn't go grocery shopping and then spend, hundreds of dollars on stuff. We had to properly plan out the meals that we were going to eat Monday through Friday and be able to cook according to that. And instead of making extra runs to the store, we couldn't buy, clothes for ourselves, shoes and things like that. We had to minimize how we were going to, maybe we would drive together to work or do this to minimize the amount of gas it would take. So all I'm saying is, and we've been to that point where we would get an apartment, but we didn't furnish it like that. We didn't furnish it because we knew we were going to buy a house. But some people, they want to furnish the apartment, but if you know you're not going to stay there, get the basics: a table, and maybe a sofa, and then a blow-up bed, whatever they call it, a mattress, blow-up mattress, and get one of those. But don't furnish the place then. And then if you plan on staying there, then fine. But if you know that you're on your grind and you don't have time for all those things, just get the basics of what you need. And once you properly manage the little money you have, as you get more money, you'll be able to manage it. So I think what women want is stability. They need financial security and stability. So if a guy doesn't have 6 figures, I think it's okay if he's financially stable and he can properly budget out the needs and the wants for the woman. And if he can properly do that, he's already on the grind, he's going to get more money and still be able to do that. So that's why I say yes and no. No, a man doesn't need to make 6 figures for a woman to be happy. But he does need to have stability, proper, budgeting and money management. However, if you are a woman who's going to have lots of kids, if you don't want to work, then money may matter a little. He's going to need a certain amount of money to care for the kids. I mean, it's like I said, it's money management. You can't live above your means. So the more kids you have, the more needs are going to be, which means the more money essentially he may have to make, or the more hours he's going to have to work to make that amount of money. So depending on what your needs are, you have more children, you have more mouths to feed, more clothes to put on children, more daycare and school. Are you working? Are you not working? And where are you living? Now that's gonna matter as far as the amount of money that's needed, but again, for stability, not the amount of money that you want so you can have a lavish lifestyle. But most women really just want security and stability. We're not talking about women who are just there for the money and for the joyride. But for stability and security, all you need as a man is to make money to be able to take care of the needs and a little bit of wants. Because it can't always be a struggle of only having what you need and never what you want. So a little bit of balance for that. So with that being said, having lots of money is not needed, but being able to manage money and stability, financial stability and security is what's necessary. That is all I have for you. Take care.